Hello. Thank you for clicking on my video. Appreciate it. What you've clicked on is a bit of a Pokemon Go life update is what I'm going to call it. For those of you that don't know, I live in Beijing, China, which is a region-locked country, and I can't really play Pokemon Go traditionally while I'm here. Really, the only way for me to play is if I go on a trip or travel internationally. I recently went on a whirlwind trip to Thailand. It's like the second time in a month I've been to Thailand. I'm actually currently editing the video for my previous trip to Thailand. But yeah, this was a whirlwind trip. So it was planned, but it was fast. So I had to go. I was in Hong Kong for one night, like 4 hours. I got to sleep for 4 hours in Hong Kong, and then 2 nights in Thailand. So it wasn't a lot of playing Pokemon. I was there for another reason, not work, but not really vacation either. So I didn't catch a ton of Pokemon. But what I did catch, I need to sort through. So I'm gonna try and not over-explain it for people. If you've watched any of my other Pokemon Go videos, you probably haven't. But the way that I sort Pokemon is I look at their potential in the different battle tiers. So in the battle tiers, I know I've looked at this before, but I can never remember what they actually are called. So let's pretend I'm gonna fight Blanche here. So Great League, Ultra League, Master League, and then there's like little Cup League, right? Sometimes they do Little League. So L tier, G tier, U tier, M tier. So based on those CP maximums, I look at how much potential each Pokemon has. So the first Pokemon here, Charcadet, you can see that he has an 80% IV. So if you appraise him, his IVs are 80%. In the U tier, he is in the 78th percentile as an Armor Rouge, as a stage 1 Armor Rouge. So that's what the naming convention there means. So 78th percentile, not great, but Charcadets are so rare that might actually be the best one I have right now. So let's compare to the other Charcadets that I have. This is an Armor Rouge. Also, the A at the back is telling me it's an Armor Rouge. So this one that I previously had is in the 67th percentile. So this new one is, in fact, at a higher percentile. I don't think these can be in the G tier, but let's check. So if I evolved it, yeah, it's not eligible for the G tier. If I evolve it, it goes above 1500, which is the max CP for G tier. So I think that just means that this Charcadet is no longer useful to me, but this one is. So I'm gonna transfer him out, and then I'm gonna finish labeling this one. And when I label them, I also put in the moves. So these are not great moves. They rate it as a C, probably Flamethrower, yeah. But that's okay, because I'll evolve it someday. And then I throw an A on the back just so I remember it's Armor Rouge. And then I tag it as a U tier Pokemon. So those are my Charcadets right now. So I have a U tier Armor Rouge at 78%. I have a U tier Ceruledge, if I evolve it into a Ceruledge, at 77th percentile, and then my L tier, so max CP 500 Charcadet, 73 percentile. That's what I have so far. I would like to get G tiers for both Ceruledge and Armor Rouge, but hatching them from eggs, they're too strong. Usually when I do Pokemon Go update videos, I'll show some footage of me playing the game in the location. I'll show some pictures or some video that I took while I was there. But since this was such a fast trip and it was honestly kind of busy, I don't have that. Caught this Tepig. I don't think it's going to be better than any of the ones I have already. 80th percentile is its best. So I already have L0, L1, L2. Like obviously L2, the L2 I have is a very low percentile, checking to make sure I'm recording. But this can't be an L2, it's already too high of a level. If I evolve it twice, it'll definitely go above 500 CP. So I think it's not better than anything I have. So this is how I rank, this is how I decided that I'm gonna collect Pokemon, seeing how they rank in the different tiers and just keeping the ones that are the highest, because I needed some sort of system to classify Pokemon by. The only option is if this is a better U tier than 90%. It is not. So this one is not a keeper. So I use an app called Pokegenie. Pokegenie is what I use to rank. It has an algorithm that it does to tell you max potential for different tiers. So if you want to use it, that's what it's called, Pokegenie. It's an app on my phone, but I think I paid a one-time payment to get the keyboard option so that I don't have to use the app back and forth to do this. So I already have an 84%. That's my highest IV, but it's a higher level than this one. And it has the same moves, so I'm gonna just keep the old one and not keep the new one. Cherubi. I have not seen a lot of Cherubi out there, so that's not better than the one I already have. Yep, I don't think I can keep it. It's not worth keeping. Like it could be like, it's 82%, so that's really high, but like if you max out a Cherum, is it really that much higher than U tier? No, it doesn't even hit U tier. It doesn't even hit 2500. But technically it's better than the Cherum I have. It's better than this one. It is cute. It's an awful Pokemon, but it's cute. And then the sad version. So I guess maybe I do keep this, because it's better than this one. Tackle Seed Bomb. I just have to make sure it evolves into the blossom, the bloom form. It is at a much lower level, unfortunately, but I don't even, again, they're not even viable in the U tier, so it's really not something I'm going to prioritize, but I'll keep it. While I was there, what were the Pokemon that I was seeing a lot of? I was seeing a lot of Bellsprout. I caught a lot of Bellsprout, actually. So let's see if any of these are better than the ones I've already got. The ones I've already got are pretty high percentiles. So the G1 up there is better than the G1 I've already got. And it's not a much lower level, so that's worth keeping. I think everything else is probably worse. I can make him my new max since he's already at a higher level. G1. Sorry, okay, let's just do this one at a time. You might be getting confused because you don't really know what I'm looking at when I'm doing this. G1, what was it? Acid, Sludge Bomb? I don't remember its moves. Yep, got it right. So this is a new G tier. I don't think he can be viable as anything else. I'm just gonna make that assumption and transfer him. Okay, so what else? So the lowest that I have is a 95. This can't be better than 95. This can't be better than 95. So I don't think there's any viable. They can't be anything better than what I've got already. This 96 can't be an L0 because it's already like L0 being like basic, 0 meaning basic. It's already above 500 CP, so he can't stay as an L tier. And everything else is already above 96%, so it's not keeping it either. So this is what I do. It's how I engage with the game. I really like systemizing things. Sorry, that should be max. I'm a teacher in Beijing also, if this is your first time watching a video with me. And one of my students told me this year, he's like, you're the most systematic person I've ever met. And I was like, yeah, if I can't, oh, it has the fancy background though. Should I keep it just for that? I guess I will, since they're the same percentage. We'll just keep that, the fancy background. I don't care about the backgrounds, to be honest with you. But since they were equal. Oh, and tons of mana. Mana. Tons of mana. And that was good, because the ones I've had are bad. And they also had the double candy event. Like there was double catch candy. So a lot of these Pokemon that I had, oh, an Abra, I was like, oh, I'm getting a lot of candy for these. So that was nice. So looking at this clearly, I have not had good mana. This U1 is far better than, it's the best thing I have of mana. So Charge Beam, Dazzling Gleam, so it stays. Charge Beam, D-Gleam. Yeah, so I'm very systematic, and I told my student, if I can't make a spreadsheet out of it, I don't want to play that game. Now, I don't have a Pokemon Go spreadsheet, but I have systemized it, as you can clearly see. It's just, I don't know, it's the way my brain works. It's the way that I engage. I think it's fun, so it's what I do. Alright, so then there's a G1 up there at the top that's at 95, which is better than the one I've got. Again, Charge Beam, D-Gleam. So at the end of this video, we're going to do something that I'm always excited to do, which is spend some Stardust, because I was able to collect some Stardust. Stardust is one of the rarest commodities for me because I can't play the game day to day. The only way that I really get Stardust day to day is gifts, like opening gifts that friends send me, and hatching eggs that I get from gifts, and then catching a scatterbug from gifts. That's really the only way I earn Stardust. So when I travel, I'm getting as much Stardust as I can so that I can spend it. I spend all my Stardust. I never conserve Stardust. Alright, so the next highest I'm seeing is this L0, that's at 87. So it's better than my current L0. Even though it's bad IVs, it is. And then what was it? Zen Headbutt, D-Gleam? Yeah. That's the way. That's where Pokegenie comes in useful. Its algorithm. Even though it's so bad IVs, that means it can level up a lot more and still be under 500. So you can have a really high level mana under 500 CP, and by some scale, it's better than this very high IV mana at under 500. So it's math. There's a lot of math there, and I'm just putting my faith into them that the math checks out. It's just for fun. It's a system, and I needed a system. So all right, so this one is now no longer highest. So I've got L0. I need an L1 that's better than 39%. Oh, I got one. It's one here at 64%. It can be an L1 also. Can you be an L1? You cannot. You're too strong. So L0, L1, G1, U1. Okay, so if it can't be an L1, it's basically gone. And then I'm gonna look at this 90 percentile max. So gone, gone, gone. L1, right? You can't be better than 64%. You can't be an L1. Oh, wait, that's my 91%. Oh gosh, that was close. Okay, I almost released it. Oh, there's an extra small. Sorry, buddy. So I don't really care about sizes, I don't care about Dynamax, and I don't care about fancy backgrounds. That does not deserve my storage space, in my opinion. So this is a max, so we're gonna just label this as max right away. I don't know if Mana gets much. It does. Like, Masharna gets a lot higher than 2500, so that might be a viable M tier, like just powering it up to its maximum someday. You'll see a little later in this video when I actually start powering up Pokemon that I don't have a lot of high CP Pokemon because of the way that I do this. So can you be better than 64? I doubt it. Based on those IVs, I doubt it. Yeah, 45. So these two are gone. Goodbye. Oh, another extra small. Sorry, buddy. And then this is my new L1. So it's still not good, but it's better than what I had. Zen Headbutt, Dazzling Gleam. And since it's the best I've had, it gets a spot. Bounds. So before I started this, I think there were like maybe 80 or less than 100 Pokemon that I had to sort through. And as you can see, like at the end of this, I'm gonna get rid of a bunch of Bounsweet. So not sure how long it's gonna take me to sort through all of these, but it should not be as long as some of the movie length Pokemon Go videos I've done in the past. Razor Leaf, Draining Kiss. This is my new L0. Bounsweet, which probably isn't even viable in L tier. Bounsweet is not strong. Level 50, so you'd have to power it all the way up. What was it? Razor Leaf Energy Ball? Razor Leaf Draining Kiss, my bad. Okay. So it will never be maxed out, but it's better than what I got. So this could potentially be a new max. It is going to be a max Serena. So Charm Energy Ball. Serena can be over 2500, so it gets to stay. No longer L, now you're M. Big promotion there. Alright, anything else in here that's worth keeping? G2. I only have a 92 G2, but nothing beats that. L2. 89. What's my highest that I caught? U2, 95. I have a U2 98 already. What can be L2? Probably this. This is where it gets a little tricky. Thinking about all the different possibilities. Can you be L2? Yes, but 83, so not better than what I already have. Ooh, loud noises, sorry if you heard that. G2, I don't need this. It can probably be an L2, but it's probably not better than 89, since its highest is a 90. Might as well check. Yeah, 62. So I don't think any of these are staying. L2 is a hard. So that means stage 2, but little cup. So stage 2 less than 500. There's not many Pokemon that when you evolve them twice they stay under 500. They would have to be a very low level from the beginning for that to happen. So, all right, let's see what I got. L0, L1, L2. Steamy is not viable in G tier, so that's why I don't have it. G2, I do have two U2s because they're so close together. I was just going to evolve both and see which one had a better moveset, basically. Alright, done with bounce beat. Moving on. Time to move on. Abra. Caught a lot of Abra, which was nice. I didn't have a lot of good... I see a lot of Abra. I didn't have a lot of great Abras, I don't think. But now that I'm looking at it, I had some pretty good Abras. That's my lowest that I already had. So L087. Any better L0s? Yeah, I have a 94 there. So you stay. Zen Headbutt Shadow Ball. So I mentioned I live in China, so you can see that I use Chinese characters to for the moves. If you're like, what is that? So that first character there means psychic, and then the second character means ghost. So I actually don't know how to say those in Chinese. I know some of them, like I think psychic is Chao, like powerful, but don't quote me on that. But I do recognize the characters, so when I see the character, I know, like, oh, psychic ghost, that's the, or electric ghost, those are the moves it has. And I don't think 87 is better than anything I've got. 87 is the worst, yeah, so go back. Alright, so what's next? What's my next lowest? L2, I have a 90. I have 91. So slightly better. Charge Beam Psychic. Charge Beam Psyshock. Okay, slightly better. Small promotion there. Alright, now everything else is still pretty high. So I saw like a 99, L1 99. I have another L1, a 95. Okay, so this is a better L1. That is probably a keeper forever. Look how high that was, 99.6 percentile. It's the 17th best Little Cup Kadabra that's possible. So that's why it gets to stay. And then this one doesn't. 95, I think, is lower than most things. So it can't really be viable as something else. So what else do I got? The next highest that's left is a U2 96. I have a U2 97 here. I'm gonna keep both of these. Ooh, look at that. So I've done this long enough that I know that the way that Pokegenie calculates this, the algorithm, CP, I believe, the attack IV contributes to CP more than HP defense. So when you level it up, if it has a high attack stat, its CP will increase more. So usually, a Pokemon with the highest potential is one that you can level up the most without it going over the limit. So usually Pokemon with very low attack stats have higher percentiles. HP and defense, if they're high in HP and defense but low in attack, that means, this was supposed to be a tier, means they have a higher potential. Nothing can be my new max, right? I think that's it. G1 94, I got a 99. U2 I already did. Let's see what you are as an L2 though. See, look at that. That means it's got high potential somewhere. But not better. It's not a better Alakazam, unfortunately. It's good at a lot of stuff, but it's just not better than what I've already got. Unfortunately. So I think everything else is percentiles below what I already have. Okay, so Done with the Abras, I think. Chansey. So I got this Dynamax Chansey. I don't keep Dynamax usually. Yeah, the only way was if it was a higher than something that I've already got, and it's not. Most Dynamax Pokemon are, I think all of them, are required to have at least 67% IVs, including an attack. So that means they're usually not viable by this ranking system in the tiers. So usually it's only if their overall IV is higher than one I already have, but I already have a 98%. So I don't care for keeping Dynamax. I'm still mad at the game for not letting us Dynamax Pokemon we already had using Max Mushrooms or something. Like, you can build a system. Alright, Applin released while I was there, so all of these are pretty much staying because they all are something. Astonish, Struggle. So this can be an Appleton. Okay, that's its only moveset, so that makes that easy. And we put an A, so I remember that's Appleton. This is a Flapple, a really bad low percentile Flapple. See, high attack stat there, and a low HP stat means it's really not. It's going to be a low percentage, low percentile. But since I don't have a lot of Applin, it's going to be the best one I have. Astonish, Struggle. So this is a G tier, 90 percentile, which is nice. Flapple. I remember to put an F on the other one. I did not. Alright. That's easy when it's the only ones you got. You don't have to compare them to everything else. This is not a higher max than what I've already got, and it's 91%, so it's not better than the other U-Zeros I've already got. I doubt it can be a G1, or yeah. U-Zero again being basic, so Elekid's actually a baby Pokemon. But I think if you power it up all the way, it can't be. Well, it's close to G tier actually. Let's just hold on to it. Low kick, discharge, especially if that's a good moveset. We'll just keep it as an Elekid in the G tier. What was it? Discharge, right? Yeah. So according to that, it's a good moveset. I'm not going to tag it as G because it's really not viable in the G tier, but we'll keep it as a baby for now. I don't have one as a baby, so alright. Very high percentile Squilvet, 99th percentile. I already have one in the 99th percentile, so I'm going to keep them both. Because someday when I evolve them, it's the 7th best, look at that. Someday when I evolve them, one will have a better moveset than the other, probably. It's Tackle Crunch, wasn't it? So we'll hold on to both for someday. Someday far, far in the future when I get to powering those up. And then the rest are actually pretty high percentages already. I doubt this can be better L1 than the 94 percentile I already have, but let's check. It's 92, it's really close, but not better. In fact, if you evolve it, it doesn't even need leveled up, but we'll keep the one I already got. So this one probably is the same. You evolve it, it's there, yeah. Just slightly lower percentile. Hisuian Growlithe, evolving into a Hisuian Arcanine. I have an Arcanine in a gym. It's been there for... Does it tell you how long? Not on this screen, I guess. It's been there for a week, maybe, almost. G1. It's better G1 than what I've got. Ember Crunch. Basically, if it's lower than like 98th percentile, I'm not gonna power it up because I don't want to pour resources into it just so that I replace it eventually. But for now, I'll hold on to it. Can you be an L1? You can be an L1. Probably not a good one. Yeah, it's really low, but I don't have one, so you can stay just as an L tier now. My Wi-Fi cut out for a second there, so it's another thing about living in China. The Wi-Fi access for Pokemon Go. Enough said. Gonna leave it there. Okay, we're back. So I was able to reconnect and the nickname went through. So I think that's my best L1. So for Hisuian, I got L0, L1, G1, G0, U1, and a max. So yep, all of those get to stay. So that old Growlithe didn't get kicked out. Gulp. Gulping. Lots of gulpins. So I'm seeing a couple keepers right away. This is not a keeper. So another U1. I don't know how viable it is as a U. Oh no, you can't read that. Either can I. 780. It's not. To be U tier, you have to have a CP of 2500. But I'll hold on to it. I'm not gonna tag it. So that probably means, actually, if this one's better, it's just so much of, this one's such a higher level, 1791 versus 1347. I'm thinking Stardust Conservation, right? But we'll keep the one that's higher. That hurts a little bit, actually, to do that, but I did it, so. Rock Smash Gunk Shot for this little guy. L0. He's already at a high level, so he is a good catch, I think. And then this L1 replaces my 90%. L tier. Okay. So that gets rid of L0, L1 that I already had, right? Boom, boom. If they ever come up with like Mega Swalot or something, that will be really good. This will be really good for that. That's like a max tier. But alright, where are we at? Rattata. And then I can see the next one's a Munna, so we're getting into some repeats that I've already done. Honestly, I don't care for any of these. I have a really awful L1. I just don't invest in Rattata, Raticate anymore, like Star Energy or anything, so, but none of these are better than what I've already got, so. Alright, so, oh yeah, oh, I was so excited to get this. In a previous video, I've talked about how I don't have any, like, good Psyduck. And I finally got a high percentile Psyduck. Like, I have this U99, but Golduck's, again, he's not really viable in the U tier. And I'm not going to spend that much effort on powering up a Golduck, I don't think. But I got this L tier Psyduck, and I was so excited. Because I've caught a lot of Psyduck, and none of them are... They're just not a good moveset, unfortunately. But most of them just are in low percentiles, so it was really exciting to get one that was like... So can you be anything else? Can you be a... No, you're only 90, so like G1, L1. Yeah. I'll have to like cut some of these someday. If they ever come up with Mega Golduck though, I got 100% one, so I would power that up if it ever became a Mega. But anyways, that just felt good. We're skipping Eevee. Eevee freaks me out. Eevee is like too much effort. It can evolve into too many things, and someday I will tackle that. Today is not that day. L1, I already have a better one, so. Not keeping the Whalmer. Uh-oh, phone froze again. There it goes. Stunky? That's a pretty good Stunky, 97%. I already have a 97%. So I could see which one's better, or I could keep both. Oh, I have a 99 down here too. But he's so low level. That's why I kept the other one. Can't be L tier. Oh, I have a perfect one. Okay, Mega Skuntank, where are you? If I have a perfect one, why am I keeping this one? Bite, return. X. M tier. I don't know if Skuntank goes much above 2500, but we'll keep it. I always try to keep my 100s. I don't have a lot of them. Alright, so L0, L1, G1, U1. So I don't think this new one's gonna stay. This would need a lot of leveling up, but... Oh, it's XXL. Sorry, buddy. I do like it when when an XLXL or a Dynamax or a fancy background one is like the best one I have. I like that a lot. But it's not worth me keeping in most cases. So this can be really good as G or U. So we're gonna hold on to it and see what move set it gets, because I already have another one that's also in the 98th percentile. But we'll evolve both and see what happens. And it can also be a really good U, so if this one evolves into an awful U tier, maybe I'll keep the other one. Even if it's slowly lower potential. So there were a lot of Delibird also when I was out there, and I catch Delibird because they give lots of Stardust when you catch them. Present Ice Punch. And this actually turned out to be just looking at what its best moves are. So Ice Punch is not its best move, but 96th percentile. I also have this one in the 96th percentile. Same moveset. So let's see who's better. You're the 136th best. This one was, I think, slightly better. Oh, it's worse. I'm gonna keep this one. It's at a higher level. And then I have one here that's like, it has the like the costume on it. So this one's not keeping TPU. And then I have the shiny, obviously. So Doot, doot, doot. So 3 Delibirds. That's more space than a Delibird really deserves, but that's what it gets. Caught an Arbok. This Arbok is not staying. I just like Arbok, so I kept him in so that he could appear in the video. But I already have too many Arbok, so that one doesn't get to stay. Alright, we're getting close, I think. Yeah, we're getting close. Yeah, getting there. Cubone. Cubone is another one of those Pokemon that I just can't find a good one. They're not common. Yeah, just look how low these percentiles are. LZ, like 14th percentile, and those are the best I got. So this G1 here, I got from a Team Rocket thing. I also don't keep them as Shadow. I always purify them. I know like there's probably like a battle reason to keep them. Fighting and normal. And then it's technically an F moveset. But I don't care. So there might be like a, oh wow, that would be really good if you kept it as a shadow and da, but it's not. That's not really how I play the game. So L0, L1, G0, whatever, G1, U1, and then the Ololans. But yeah, I want a better Cubone someday. Like, it makes me sad that I don't have a good one. I like Cubone too. It's the Gen 1 nostalgia. Like, they all have a soft spot in my heart, right? Tackle Crunch, Takedown Crunch. See who's better. This one had like crazy IVs, like crazy good for... This is the 4th best Bidoof. Takedown Crunch. Not a good moveset though. I think Takedown hurts yourself, so... what can you be? You are the 38th best Bidoof. But you're a very good Bibarel. 98%. And I think that's better than the one I've got. It is. Tackle Crunch. Tackle Crunch. So you are switching to the G tier. I'm gonna lose this guy. Mega Bibarel, win. Heatmore. Don't know if that's a keeper of a Heatmore or not. G0. I have a 99 percentile. I could check the U tier, I guess. So this is the strongest CP Heatmore I have. If he can also be 95 in the U tier, he can't be. Oh, this is max. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. You're just not strong enough. Solosis, that's probably not a keeper. I have some good Solosis. U2. Yeah, I got a 99%. Like, I think I actually got rid of a Solosis that was higher than 80% in a video. It was my bad. I wasn't paying close enough attention and I got rid of it. U0, got a high one already. G0? Are you better than 89? G0? Nope. I'm surprised Kamala's viable in the U tier with so many Pokemon that aren't. Shellos. We're going a little faster now that we're kind of getting into some of these like that they're easier to tell apart. So this is better than the one I have. This one is not. But this one is a percentage better. Mud Slap, Water Pulse, Hidden Power Fighting, Mud Bomb. Hidden Power, Mud Bomb. I need to go put Fighting in here. Tag, L tier. So slightly better, gets to stay. Even though it's probably a worse moveset. Still, if it was like a, I don't know, if they were both like really high, I would have probably kept the one with the better moveset, but. Phalanx. Alright, it's better. 2 percentage points better. Old one was counter Brick Break, counter Superpower. Superpower is probably not the best move, but... Oh, nope, says it's an A. A moveset. Congratulations, Phalanx. I don't remember how I got this one. Did I catch it or did it hatch? Caught during special research. There you go. Alright, we're at the Scatterbugs. Scatterbug. Monsoon is 66%. I have a Monsoon 74%, so not keeping this one. And then Vivian is not viable in the U tier, but sometimes I get them at such high IVs that I like just don't want to get rid of them. And I think that's my highest U Continental one. It is the nice thing about traveling. There's a few that I still don't have. Oh, and I finally got my first shiny. You probably saw it there. But going around a lot, like, I was able to catch a lot of those on my own without needing to, like, add random people on the internet to help with that. This is my good Snorlax. I use him fairly often. Yeah, there were a few Snorlaxes to catch, which was, you don't see a lot of those. Got this low kicking, low sweeping Mienfoo. G tier. It's basically its highest level. But we'll keep it. I haven't had many Mienfoo. Don't even have enough candy to evolve one. I guess I could check you as a U tier. You might be too strong. %. It's pretty low, but it's better. Low kick, low sweep. So if you're still with me and you haven't checked out yet, appreciate it. These videos get kind of long. L0, G0. But yeah, I mean, I started a YouTube channel for a lot of reasons. Puchian, I thought it was called. One reason being I do spend a lot of time playing these games for my own personal enjoyment, and I watch a lot of streamers and stuff, and especially like VODs and long form videos, because it just makes me, it's chill. It's very chill. And that's what I wanted to bring to the world, is maybe I can help people chill. Just to take a little bit of the burden of life off. And so that's one partial reason why I started a YouTube channel. I'm not expecting to become like a huge success or anything like that. Be great, but that's not my end goal. My end goal is like, if people just like to want to watch and chill, that's great. That's what I'm here for. So, caught a shiny. Or I hatched a shiny. Yeah, I hatched him. Alright, too many Daramaka in my life, to be honest. Someday I will... Okay, I see the end. The end is in sight. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. So yeah, so if you've made it this long, I appreciate it. Hope you don't mind. Obviously, if you made it this long, you don't mind. But if you want to hang out more, it sounds so weird to say to strangers on the internet, but feel free to subscribe. I try to do chill out, good vibes type content. So if that's what you like, I should probably try to like sit up straight. Oh, woke up my cat. She likes to be in the room, but she does not like to be close. If I left her outside, she'd be like howling to come in, but not to be close. So this most recent Sobble, I don't think is going to be anything. Can't be an L tier. Can't beat my G. Can't beat my U. So this one's nothing. But this 100%er that I hatched will be my new Max Inteleon. Oh wait, I already got it. Oh, okay. I already knew I was going to keep it. Over this 91%er. And what do we have? We have a Frigibax. Okay, we got a couple left. Fridge. G2. Already got a decent one. Can't be L. Can't be better G1. Can't be a better Max. Can't be a better U2. Sorry, Fridge. Can't remember what was next. Sometimes I try to remember to save a second, but why not? And then an EK. Why not? Probably not. Gonna keep a why not? Nope, not better. And then an EK. Not better. Don't have many good Inkay. Sadly. Not even gonna check to see if it can be a better G1 because I highly doubt it. I'm gonna check. Fine. This does wear me out though. Talking through all this instead of just doing it while laying in bed as I normally would. Alright, so this is where we get to, I think, the part that I like this, but I also look forward to what we're gonna do next. So I mentioned my Stardust, right? So the way that I power up Pokemon is I start in the beginning, Pokemon number 1, good old Bulbasaur, and I work my way up. So I level them up and to meet their potential if I have the resources to do so. So most of my Bulbasaur family Venusaur are powered up all the way. If I ever get a Mega, this will be my Mega. I still don't have any more Charmander candy to power up these guys. I got lots of XL candy, but this 96 percentile guy, who will eventually be my new Charizard X, he just needs some candy, and I don't have any Charmander candy. Don't have any Squirtle candy to power up this guy. So he's just going to be stuck there. Butterfree is basically done. I've mentioned it before, one of my greatest regrets is powering up the shiny beyond the G tier. I wish I could power him down, but I can't. I might be able to do the Beedrill. No, I can't do the Beedrill. And I'm not going to power up a Weedle. Like, I'm not going to spend candy on that, or Stardust on that. This one? Oh, I can power up this one. So my new G2 Beedrill. I already have a G2 that was at 96%. That was finished. Look at that finish tag. Love that whenever I can achieve that. But then I got one that was slightly better. Might be considered a better moveset, but not really. I kind of like it when the moveset is both of the same type, because most of the battling I do is just against rocket grunts, and it's nice when both types are super effective, or both attacks are super effective. But I can power this up because I have the Stardust and I have the candy. Oh my gosh, that's gonna take all my Stardust. 62,000. Okay, so I'll still have a little bit of Stardust left over. 1489 only. It's just one too much, huh? Too bad, because otherwise this would have been like 100% that probably. I hate spending Stardust. It feels like such a commitment, especially on like mediocre Pokemon. Sorry, Beedrill. All right, there he is. He's finished. Finished. Which is fun. Okay, bye to him. Bye, buddy. Thanks for your time and your service. Even though he's like at a lower CP, he's at a higher. This one's at a higher level, so I guess it's better. Based on whatever. It's what it is. What it is. I could power up this Pidgey. I was thinking of doing it. No, actually, I want to power up this Pidgeotto. That's what I want to do. So, what's usually exciting is when I get to like some of these later ones, but like I have enough candy for some of these earlier ones that I was like, I'm just gonna power up some of them and get them finished. Like, let's label them as finished. Get them off the to-do list. I don't think I'm gonna do it for this guy though. Just kidding, I'm gonna do it. Oh, that was impulsive. Spinning Stardust. We're skipping the Rattatas though. Most of these Fearow, Arbok are good. Like, I can't do that. I don't think a 63 percentile is worth it. Do any Sandshrews need it? Nothing's really jumping off the page at me here. Could do this guy. 98th percentile is not bad. It's a bad moveset, but it's just a couple thousand Stardust. I say as if I get that much Stardust regularly. I do not. But that feels good. Call him finished. Basically, if it's 98 percentile or above, I feel pretty good about powering it up. I don't have enough candy for... Like, this is an 89% IV, and like, I would like to power it up, but it comes back to bite me in the butt. Sometimes, like this Blastoise, I had an 89% Blastoise that I powered up a lot. So much investment into this guy just to turn around and catch a 96%. And 89 to 96, that's like a significant gap. Like, it's significant enough, you know? So both of these guys need XL candy, which I don't have enough of. But my L1 Nidoran, oh sorry, Nidorino, could be powered up. I'm not going to power this up because it's going to cost me everything. Look at that. That's not worth it. But this guy, to get him to 500 is affordable. I like Nidorino. I carried a Nidorino with me for a long time in Pokemon Red and never used a Moonstone on it because using a Moonstone felt so permanent, so final. This max one is not worth it. Is it? Probably not. I don't really have any great Clefairies either. Vulpix and Ninetales. Need XL candy. Need XL candy. I'm tempted to evolve this one, but it's at 96. Like, it's so hard to get an Alolan Vulpix that's good in the tiers. Jigglypuff, I did this in a video previously, and I've sworn off Jigglypuffs now. Crobat is much later in the decks, so we're not going to worry too much about Crobat. Could evolve this one for a G tier, but 95 isn't really that great. I've done a lot of work on Vileplume. A max is not worth it because I already have a U. Like, this at max is just slightly above. Well, that's not. It's 300 above, so it's not awful. But there's more exciting things. This is just like when I reflect on what I've done and what comes next. And basically just checking to see if I have enough candy on any of the prior Pokemon that I didn't have last time I did this. Oh, I might be able to do my Psyduck. I didn't realize Psyduck was prior to Arcanine, which is where I left off last time. So by the time I get to Arcanine, I'm not going to have much Stardust left. Is this worth it? It's not. It's not worth it. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it. We have a finished Psyduck. How does that feel? Feels pretty good. But all the other ones are not, like, they're not good enough, unfortunately. Even this max guy, like, it's not really that high of a CP. Oh, to do a Primeape or not. Last time I was in this position, I voted not to do it. It's just so expensive. Alright, so I've gotten to Growlithe. That's where I was most recently. So this is as far as I've really gone with powering up Pokemon, is to this Pokemon in the dex. We have not yet made it to Poliwag. But he needs XL candy. Oh, he's in a gym, so I can't power him up. I guess that makes the decision slightly easier. So let's power up this guy. Call him done. Oh, I'm doing so many finishes. Feels kind of nice. And then I was going to do this L0 one too. Yeah, that was my plan. And then I was going to do the Hisuian one, but it's in the gym still. Because I don't think it needs XL candy. I think it just needs regular candy. Which I have. But, I can't do it. So I guess we're going on to Poliwag while I have some candy and while I have some Stardust. So I already have, this is my first time really getting this far, so I already have L2 Poliwrath. got an LT. I'm gonna evolve the Politoed. I don't have a Politoed yet, so to me that's worth it. I already have a maxed out Poliwag. I think I caught it at CP 500, and it turned out to be a really high percentile, which is exciting. L1 Poliwhirl is probably not worth powering up. U2 is tempting, but we're gonna evolve. I think we're gonna evolve into a Politoed, because I don't have a Politoed, I don't think, and this will help complete the dex a little bit. So here we go. We're gonna record some evolutions. Poliwag to Poliwhirl. Politoed's probably gonna get on the thumbnail because of this. I don't know who else would make it on the thumbnail. Yeah, first Politoed, here we go. Oh, I got 2 ground moves, so this is fun. Use the item. I thought I did. Okay, there it goes. Alright, so we are getting into movie length territory with this video. I apologize, I didn't think it would get to movie length, but here we are. Yeah, first Politoed! Slowly working on that Johto dex. Mudshot Scald. Let's see how good that is. Oh, come on. 366. You're a Politoed. What are you making me do? LMNOP. QRS. Too many Pokemon. Poly. Toad. Don't remember. What was it? 386? No. Oh, shoot. 7366. I'm gonna have to do that again. Dang got it. $366 and 70 and a Politoed. Alright. Yeah, that looks good. What were its moves? Do we remember? Not really. Mudshot Scald? Ooh, really bad. What would Bubble Scald be? Ooh, so Scald is a problem. They're both problems. Oh, Weather Ball is the winner, clearly. So probably Bubble Weather Ball. Bubble Surf is alright, Bubble Scald is not great, Bubble Hydro Beam is not great. So we're gonna leave it as is for now, because I don't really want to use a TM on it. That will be someday. But it's just an L tier, so like it doesn't have to be, I'm not gonna like use it in battles, because I don't do PvP battles. So like, I'm not gonna really spend. I'm not really gonna spend too many resources on it. Oh, that's fun. All right, so we still have some Stardust. So what's next? Evolving this Poliwhirl makes some sense to me. I don't know if I'm going to power it all the way up to 1500, but we can at least evolve it. And I'm going to run out of candy on the Polys here soon, too. I don't have a ton of Poly candy. So this one was obviously a shadow, and then I purified it. Bubble Return. So we'll see how good of a moveset that is. If it's a good moveset or not. Bubble Return. They like it. So yeah, to power this up to 1500 would be everything, cost everything. So that's not going to happen anytime soon. So what's worth it now? The G tier one, maybe? He might be worth powering up. U2 Toad is not really worth it. The Max Toad is not really worth it. Might be okay. I'm tempted to put him as Max Wrath though, but I already have the Max Wrath. But I don't think that's really worth it. It doesn't go much higher than the U, and I already have a pretty strong Poliwrath with similar moves. So, Mega Poliwrath, where are you at? So we're gonna put the rest in this thing, I think. Getting him close to 1500. 15,000. We're stronger, but we're not all the way there. So that's where future Stardust is gonna go. Is probably gonna go into finishing this guy. So powering him up. Right. There's my Stardust. All that Stardust I've been saving up. It's gone. But it feels good. Working on them. Need more XL candy when I get more Growlithe XL candy, or when this guy finally returns from the gym. I hope if he gets knocked out, it'll return to me even when I'm in Beijing. It's kind of an interesting problem. Alright, but then just to recap, let's go Pokemon, let's go tags. So finished. Here's my finished, guys. So we've added a lot to this actually. I think we added Pidgeotto. I don't have any finished Rattatas because it's just a Rattata. But like this will be eventually, I'm thinking like a collection. Like you'll see every Pokemon. More of the stage 2s because stage 2s are viable in many more leagues than basics or stage 1s. But yeah, and then I added this Sandshrew. I don't have a regular Sandshrew yet. Don't have a whole lot of Pikachus in here. But this is fun. This is fun. I like this. So I like to look through. I added the Nidorino. Don't have a Nidoran yet. I think I caught this Nidoran at this level, or maybe I powered it up a little bit. Happy with that Vulpix. Yeah, 100%, 100 percentile. It's the best Wigglytuff there is, apparently. No Paris, no Oddish, no Zubats, but that's okay. We're getting there. Couple Venomoths. New Psyduck got added. No Mankey yet. Huh. I'm surprised I haven't done a Mankey. But then, yeah, this Arcanine and this Growlithe just got added. And then, yeah, and that's about where we are. So, yeah, good stuff happening, I think. And then for my M tiers, those don't really get put in finished because they're never going to be finished. But yeah, so this is about up to where I was of my high overall IV, or soon to be mega evolved. Like someday this will mega evolve. Here's my Charizard Y. Yeah, he brings me some sadness because I put so much into this guy. And this guy has like the legacy special move, Hydro Cannon, which is great, but this guy doesn't have that. He just has Hydro Ball. So he's not as good of a Pokemon as the other one, except for the fact that he has a higher IV. But alright, I don't want to sit here and talk too much longer about all of this. This video is pretty long already. So thank you for watching. I hope oh yeah, this recording date, you can kind of see what date I'm recording this. Ooh, my computer's about to die, so I should really end so that I can go plug that in. So we'll click on one of these to get the May 2nd date. So that's when I recorded this. So now you know how long it is until I post things. So thanks for watching. If you enjoy, check out some other videos, maybe subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.